Afia for mamu nyina ha yesam wakwa baba UTV so awia prem to be kasebo ene de brew ye de aseda kase ma wa umu so do TV no ato UTV so awie wani wa bomu ne wa pesie bi na odi anase banku ene nkruma bi pa ya koto ne welegu so a na wa kunkun wa di ne ye na wia the special ice no awo no ne special drink let's say uchuma dide no bon so nya de 1 cedi 50 ebi kura no 1 cedi let's say una akọ no masa obia na obi kan na say ye nyina ya bro pepepe ye nyina ya chill lunch no pepepe gove kura na obenya special drinks de variety bebre wom mango wom apple wom and I just strawberry ni ade nyina wom ankra yi kosko a bebi so wom bag nko na akra wo ye ne sa no kosko anya afi no kosto so obi de kra adie and ye can for this sweet chocolate drink Ghana ye ne aye koko unhia sichire and unhia milk ye hia ne so odi nsuo hye na ade awo no wudem una akọ no I say waduane bia wo bedie bia be tasty kama e de amao best point and best assurance so ye can for e de amao so china ye odi beje chimanti enene udidi a na waje bi ato nse de ba ochina onye mobo o madama ena wi apem to be kasebo ye de ebro na kasebo napo so ya obete ene se Ghana ya tam ye ne aye sika ye wo de ko America for sika no emu $937 billion e de ama IPPs ye independent power producers a ye de wo mo kan ye be hwe de enti a se sika na kwakodi wo mo ho no ma ye de wo mo e kasa so ene oso afo hwe keteka akwan eye so ye Peter Mewu kire se se wo no ad nani ato forma mo hu se ene ma no wade keteka akwan bebre wo ebeti ba ye Ghana ha nti se de wo me ne Ghana ha na boa ama Ghana mante ene maba wo mu suo se aduma ni wo mo bre Ghana ye hye wo mu nyina so mbenya aduma wo mo ebeye ewo ensem no emu kasebo krea obeti so panikasi obi o wabene ewo bambo mu yera Adam bona chem se wo hwe bone a ekoso ene bullion van ba hwe ne akoto ahye wesu ni akot ni yesu tu nkofo awia kataban wo se nya Ghana fo wo mu fi baabi na eba nti e behwe baabi opanikasi kase ye fi ani enko se pese etumi etusa na we dey asante mantemfo mwate denne atade 1D1F no o mampani excellence na nadan kokufu ado bebiebi ano e wa asante mantemfo kwamu ya se de adwuma payo apai obia ebenya adwuma aye e wo asante mantemfo busiafo we ene nsema odo e kan nyina bo ma UTV e wi apem to be kase bo na e de bro no ye fa me vim lady Afia Pokua ye miebie nsemu ye fa nsemu nyina bro ni atari so hu ni TV so na ye ofa duwe fashion papa ane dan so ma ho no wo nice simple young lady o wo create jobs so ama mante ne maba to say me have me here na me say we ne de me nchire nkanfo no ho so ne de me am to say my guy temage wurade my taste me akata my taste nwa ye nto akase ebo no so ye nko serious nsem ye konsem ahuhiam a mpanifo a wo mo na hwe anyina mahodi ensem eso kire se Ghana ye tam ye sika nye sika keto ama independent power producers yakotua de amo mesan ehye bi eda yen ene wo mo entem no na sa independent power producers no sika de akoma wo nya ya America sika dollar no eye opepem ahankno eduasan enson $937 million ene de ama wo mekosa asem no so na mamenko keteka akwanse enko Peter Mewu ansa na yasamba independent power producers ni de enti esika no ekodi wo mo ehonom na yera Peter Amewu ono ne so afo asese wo hwe enyina ma ho ayiye oketeka akwan ne nsem eso ono kro ya na ye mra hye bedwani odi kan kra e wo hoho ya chese mpipifo anya akonya e ho wo chem se adwuma ni Ghana enti won tena honom no wono ye rewe minister e ma brofo me ye adwuma nsa mo nko enti ese no nhyehyɛ wa ye nie sleepers na ye de ye keteka akwan de dase ansa na ye de dade na guso se ye betimi aye bi wo Ghana tini nyina wo de adwuma no be ma Ghana fo omu nyina nya adwuma aye.
As a layman, I think the quality it's superb, it's classic. You can see it. I mean, the progress it's commendable, and of course, I'm extremely excited to have seen one of the best, standard gauge that we're trying to put in this country. So we expect to get the Western Line completed as soon as possible to enable bauxite from Awaso and also the Enyinahene, commerce. As you are aware, the president agenda of adding value to our mineral resources and content in all sectors of the economy is key. The president keeps mentioning that our infrastructure development might have some component of Ghanaian involvement, and I think that has been demonstrated. I raise that worry because for this section of the contract, which is GOG, we understand what I'm standing on, had been brought from outside, maybe because of the duration of the contract and the contract sum, and that is why they did that. But going forward, all the other contracts that have been signed, we have stated categorically the element of Ghanaian content, nothing less than 30%, which meant that even the sleeper going forward, no contractor is going to import any sleeper into this country. The sleeper is made out of sand, aggregates, cement, gas is there. The sand, you can get it from my hometown. The reinforcement, still is producing the reinforcement. And then the processing equipment, so all these things can be done locally, which give, the domestic guys also some sort of revenue. So they've agreed, and going forward, we're going to increase the local content in the construction sector of the real life.
We are 65%. With the progress, and we hope to finish until March 2000 next year. The viaduct is 95 complete. In August we will finish. We will place the rail and the sleeper, and then we do the second stage for the rail work, and then it will be 100%. The rain is a lot, and also we have some challenge with the land acquisition, but our client GRDL help us a lot.
Abusafo we akwan ya ohun ye keteka akwan efitama habo akoti mpakadan eho ena no so afo no ejina no yemfiri ho yenkwa mahode wonsam so unim se enyina mahode a Ghana ye no ye ne nwumako bi e from independent power producers ena ye se adwuma site enya Ghana ya hode nyina ena ye betumi ayo enti na ho hia se ye bema ankronkro nwuma aba be ye kanea ne bi amaye na kanea dodo a wo mtumi no a wo munya no ya wo mukutamu no eno ho charges ana eka eda so e wo so wo mutua edema eye womo no Ghana ban saso omo ye kanea no omo ye de Ghana ban capacity charges enti ye raso hini ekomra hyebedwom kobuso so afo a won na hwe sikasem tutu so ye omen foto samfo so afo se won mechirem se sa capacity charges so ahe ana omo twia e de ama sa company say independent power producing companies so se da ba obia ebete ne ho ase we ana ye wura ekenofrata komra hyebedwom o chim se sa companies so makoma miensa ana ye twetwe scam omo a okane nyina besim de ko America fo sika dollar ni mu a $937.50 million and ye tria mo na nwuma ko miensa and ye tria mo se AKSA car power and send power for no much SSK amom.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to ask the Minister of Finance which independent power producing companies have received payment from the government of Ghana for excess capacity charges, and how much was paid to each company in the last 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Honourable Member from Tamale North, because these are very important issues of power for us as a country. Mr. Speaker, the underlisted independent producers have received payments for excess capacity charge for the period under review 2017 to 2020, totaling $937.5 million US. The breakdown is as follows: AXA $347.2 million, Car Power $359.00 million, and Send Power $231.3 million. Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker.
Absiafo yekobuno a empanifo akese a wom na wo eye Bono region timber industry development division wom na asori kese a wom kuta emma anase asori ma ewo empotem wonum Assemblies of God Church no Living Spring chapter no wom aka wom ho abom ama wom nyina ye se dwumede kese wom ampani ya de aba ye no se Green Ghana project wom ayo wom de wom ato ne din Green Your Corner na aboa me kwaye no yetumi enya bi wo babia
Jumedie kwaso abra Timber Industry Development Division TIDD for Edwa Muntuma Ekobo Living Springs Worship Center of Assemblies of God Edi ano ehwe se Greening Ghana Jumedia ekoso wo man Ghana mu no wonso wode wo hubegim na wahwe ne wonso aduaduandua se na be na Ghana mampanyin na ado Dankwa Akufo Ado ani so ade hunu se Ghana nyina abeye ahabamo no green no ebeba so sa pepepe
yen ni nananom eni amafo nyina committed to the Green Ghana agenda because yaje tum say ebebo ayen target e see any so the whole Ghana 5 million trees and net that say do 5 million trees. Bono East region your target 300,000 na say a population of 1.2 million na 300,000 trees na yedua na kire say Bruno East ha no nipa nan bia edua baako yesi edua no yesi edua no kwa but edua na ye gusunsuo na yabɔ ho ban se ne ebe ya ebenyin na aboa yen na ye environment no a ya se no yetumi akrakra no em se botaya ewo ye ni so no
afidie na ye sonko efisa afidie no o ma panyin ne mpanyifo nyina ade wo mo ho abe dom forestry a akoba ne se Ghana nyina obia eduadua enedei a wo se enu beye dumienu ewiade na ye dua opepepe ahanum enua opepepe ahanum Ghana nyina na Bruno East ha no de ye dua 300,000 ana se opepe ahamiensa na enunti na na yehia ha minister ene na nanom abobot forestry chidom ene tachiman edom soso aba eha ena ye behye efa no enti na na ye ba ya ye bedua enua ewo esuo tano ho.
Afei ko enkuntebo fa Afia wodro a ewo omayi emu enhye bi aban ato ne din se Ghana National Household Registry ai ma yesesen adan ne Afia wodro a ewo Ghana ha mantem mensi bi ehu se bi Afia we mu despite media enipa se ne te ha nom opani a won ne dafie na no nie enipa dodo se ne wono wo mote enkora wo mu nienum ne ade no wo mo awie ewo tifedo mantem awdo no ma mo hu se ebesi sa abre no ye Ministry of Gender for Medie ni si wo mo sre so kire se wo hwe tifedo mantem ko a wo matimi a register no matro eye Afia wodro be empem ahanan aduowotwe enson na afi ukọ Savannah region anase Savannah mantem so a eye adan Afia wodro ankofo tim no be empem aduokunu baako.
Zeroing in on the availability of data, this has been the mandate of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. I think it gives the ministry and the scientific basis of targeting actual beneficiaries for social protection interventions. Such targeting will be devoid of human biases and the so-called might-trumpeted political interference of such programs. Additionally, the data will help us to identify the genuine or the real target groups as against the pseudo target groups who by their social status benefit from almost every social intervention, which in fact they are not supposed to benefit.
The sustainable development of every country hinges on the ability of that country to plan, implement, review and evaluate relevant policies and programs that address the concerns of the poor, the vulnerable, and the needy in society. And this sets the planned background for the relevance of the Ghana National Household Registry, which we have undertaken. Indeed, the ministry should be commended for putting this unit together to undertake that exercise. The mandate of that household registry is to create a single national household register of the poor and vulnerable so that we can effectively assist the poor and the vulnerable in society.
And now you disseminate results on the Ghana National Household Registry. You picked data last year in Northeast Savannah and in Northern region. And we decided say you better unveil data no. We are timia show you say the number of people are more extreme poor in the region, and I much say there's issue of teenage pregnancy. A lot of the girls are more under 18 no, or monko school now. Within the process of the COVID, and this kind of statistics, yes, I would say a lot of them they are into early marriage. Now statistics, it even collaborates with Ghana Health Service. Now, and yes, we are who say in this part of the country, access to health facility require a problem. In Crawford, travel over 2 hours before we get it to nearest health facility, and access to education too is the same. Potable water and toilet facilities is still not the best. Ultimately, in Crawford, mobile stakeholders no say they are doing their best, but more still has to be done because there is accessible to all, and toilet facilities in this 21st century, water closet penetration less than 2%. Is it the other things that they will do? So you're pointing out statistics. Now you should say policy makers, NGOs, government, academia, research, interrogating money. I say what is it that we can do? Data you see for social protection, but beyond social protection, see it may improve indicators. Now it will be our greatest joy. And until you unveil data no and.
Abusafo free hɔ no me de ni ashama drop for a wo mu efa passenger for free ashama ba Madina ne wo mu efa free Madina eba ashama ne chese free na ko mu nya adwuma biem agise mpanifo a wo mu na ye asasiri for Madina station wo mu na ma wo mu ba bi wo mu park wo mu car no wo ma mo mu ba bi fufuro ama wo ma park wo mu car adan ya wo mu chese na so mo te asese esi nkran nanso ya ba bubu o madan ne se wo mo ye ho ahwan rehabilitation ye siesie ho ya mo ba bi ankwa nkotena enti eno de wo ma ante ase de ni wo mo nso enya de wo befa passenger bi akọ ba bia UTV yedikan amamonya no nti yese ukọ Madina lorry station na drivers no ebo afu akire mu se asase ruafo ababeje asase ni so mu siesie abra ya momo ba bia so mu ngina emfa nipa we enti yeto aso ekọ Ashama lorry station ba bia emfa nipa edikọ Madina ye mu se cars dodo na pake ye ne drivers no ekasa no mu kire mu se omo fa nipa efri Ashama so mu do mo kọ Madina omo nya ba bi ensi won ena afen so mu nya ba bi emfa nipa enu nti no eno pake omo cars no na ama passengers dodo na abonyenya ye ne drivers any passengers ni bi ekasaye ye from Michelle me bedu ha 7 o'clock exactly na ye ko Madina ba ye bedu ha no almost ye fanse 1 hour ye nyaka ye jina ha sa ye nyaka na ye bisa ye no mo se nyamabone ekoso o Madina ho no ntina ka enyamba ebe okay ye jina ha se kana mbaye be so ye cha kofie se kana baswa ye be ko bibia ye ko pitiano pan kebia emai kebia nyemai entimi yesu ye jina wa hwe se kebiba ne afa kama nso a ne yesu ya dan ye chi ne ekofie ne ko entimi nkofa kaswa ka enkosi ola pass ne ekosi ola pass Madina ka ye nya bi na yeska seye so na kwa eska seye ntino ye just station kana madia ye kofi nti ha we say binti bida na ni first day ye hu sade we ha ye pa go say dey koso Madina say omo say man no abeja say friend de ko be omo kokot wa wi ni ba ye so e do so chair no e do abes for e do so chair no ti e say ba fa ni sabe two station so no station my say ba ye so do abes for e hu beto ye. Oh yes, because it's Madina station call is about so to na untimi nwa ho traffic why road obey ma obey pia house and boss we bet me be 1 hour this station o ma discuss I hu do discuss here it say about say over some meto so no station my it say achimota there no it is anopa ya ba ha na say nya passengers ankwa ebe ha adwen na station so nipa ya ne dia no so no oso so oje na ade on prima yemfa anya dwuma nti anopa ya ba ha no ma yaba hanu na yampala passengers su jina ampala nso enko femi frɛ ho no so Madina ho nso yesika bi anko ka bi amba ene sa no pa egu heye ntimu hu ya no pa zi egu ya na passengers gu ya ma asema esi ya no eti se GPS betuma ye hu bibia omonya hu bibi mae na be de pa se Madina kakraka nyina na station ni ba bia hu se Madina yo se Madina station kase bi wa ase aka se nyina load call station kase bi ani wo anapa wei amache ndo anajo na call by say Medina station no omaji ama obi foforo na omapam even Langard for no mabogu station say mo ma ka bia elodu e ho eta na pa ye ba no na ye penifo na frɛ say de asi ndo anajo no esi wa na pa ntim mo ka bia nko eta ma passengers no apa ye so omo pese ene za anokwe bebi e be mboko station asa abodron wa ba no no omo se mo nko inside is ayifa na ye ngina poti ye load se sia za wo Medina station na station bia ni wo ese station ha e ba ko load ho nti ye sere aban wan ka bibi ma ye for nde up to china ye hu
na yeso ye passengers a ye do omukono no yeso ye ho toye omo so omo ho toye
sesi ane de ekoso a ye close station ni down na drivers ni nyina apake wa bonte a omunya ba bi nya adwuma no we are serving the public we are serving public no na se ye adwuma no ye nya ba bi nyina then we don't see the reason why se eba be adwuma enti neno ashama ha cars elodu comedy na nyina no we have decided say enya de cars bia be lodu until say ye be nya asempa bi de free eye aban ni nchen aka kire say omama ye baby agina anaso omni contractor na kasa ma wetimi ahye ma yentu yetimi nya baby akoko gina lodu enye saade a na enya ade yensu ye betimi aye adwuma wa ha
abusafo ye free honum na fe de ni akwa akwache second Green Ghana project ya na anu ya omampani tu na ni si so a wo se ye hwe na ye boye kwaye ho ban eni to tutu na so afo ne mpanifo nyina gu echiche ni montene so ne ade wo mu koduadua nua no wo kwato emantem de a fulani fo na sane wo mu nwan wo mu mponche gu so wo mu we to omampani ni na wotwe kra wo nua ni nyina no wo mari ni nyina wo second yenko enua be ma Charles agi honum kohwe se de tie Charles ewe ya mo ha mo akwa aba na wo se takrade wo mari Green Ghana enuani nyi o ma wi ni nyine fulani fo na edo omo na ba wi nuani nyina asesen
yo vim today ma erika no perfect se yaba oye second liter crowd how we be say oya ro wholesome na ehwe basement nentwi akase a wo krom ha se anya na akwan afro kwana obi be say oya principal street dabro nyi bakan owa ha dey no enema bo ne nentwi na wadam ha enema bo ne nentwi na nentwi no waje kwana me sesiara no bia yegedua oye njia yabakare oye part of Green Ghana project a o mampanyin na na do dankwa akofado all bon kaw na bro be ya da chinlia botum aboye yin na ye ko ba no afi de fulani fo no wonun ban na wonin nentwi no waje ni yinara wadafa na ma oya iro ho sama UTV ntamjofo oje na akoma ma ye ya agenda afi yabaka ho asam ne ye regional office yankasa ye regional coordinating council office regional minister ne asaya chede ekwo na office akasini inara awono nentwi aya kawase mi waji ho nyina aso abodo na wotwi mu na wonyi nara won nam ho chede hono wode aye wono abi bese wa ho bia ekwo na wo rest ekwo na wo di won efusi ekwo na hono so ebi jedamo njie ya yelke bi be se bo du wana wodi na emu cha damara nti aroho sama we ni de fulani fo no bi be se wodi nentwi no wada agi Green Ghana project a woni ma wa gbomodinara wa to obara wori wi ni nara e wo se ke ni takwade a
Charles municipal assembly ni pedifo mo hu omo ana de na omo ka ana omo form ho ndi ana we de enya mo ho nkwa uba temashama industrial area ne Gulf City ni ade asa ye ne mponche ne match pass nya sem kito kro akwa kosi Afia nya committee 25 ni ade nti assembly na nkasa no de na omo ye wo ho
mama canopy mercy there from regional coordinating council there babia assembly no major ni office one no or just a stone throw nentino wo fi one original office wo now what we be and our rate for honor with the one and our wire pachapanteria we make your name office in also na one now
Charles kodo me kodo yenu abema Charles agi ne line no enyina so mayen but mfoni a wo hwe nyina efita krade ho na waka se Green Ghana project a omampani ama mpanifo asoafo DC fo no ade abon ho ka amakoduadua nua no ne ade nyina se de fulani fo de wo mu nwan wo mu ne ntwe no ne ade atie so o mo awe a je so wo de o mo nye enua no o mo we a mo mu we o masa atie si regional minister ho awe green grass ho nyina aka ho wo ma regional coordinating council je so mo ba wi ni nyina no obi anso ka wo mo ehwe munti takrade ena wo hu se enwan ne mponche no ne enantwie wo mo age no na meka se wo ba baabi wo itema afienya every time motor run about akosi ashama run about akosi afienya ne mpotemo wo mo etimidu is ne ade kwa akosi committee 25 enso ko ne tema ho no mo a ho nyina soso yi abedi kajansen ha ye akra to de be etumi hu mponche ni nwan o ma ba beji kro na fa nti de say grass bia e bedua wo Ghana ha chichu ni nkura kese ni ma be say kase kro no enya fe te say Rio de Janeiro Brazil ni ade na che say ade de emu aba bewe nya mu aso na bewe a ope na ope so akunu nti ye na Ghana no ye ABC mu a na etie airport kra de a wo ma wiri ya kra no eye enwan wo mutumi kɔwe ese ni nyina ye free ho no mai ye free ho no ma unim se COVID-19 ba ade ba ko ade hawo ene ama ne hunu aba kese pa ne ahokyere sikasem mu ahokyere Ghana ye ka ho bi enu to ma ye hyebo sonku bi a wo ma frem panifo ehwe o man sikasem to tie so ahwe ba bi a Ghana ahokyere no akwa akosie ene ne ya ase nwuma no epechebeje no mu ba no mfa so a Ghana ye betime nya wo e free COVID ahokyere no a ye betime bia nwuma na mrante nya bia ye
COVID-19 yi ni ti wo wiase afa na nyina na masikasem agye agukra oman puntuo nso ase eya ka echiri kakra na no na se oba bepiem wo oman Ghana ha no mu a ene ohunu se COVID-19 no adokro oman Ghana esan se oman fododo na no munyuma ahodo no egu ye nti ama mansiri kropon assembly ahodo no mo wo oman Ghana ha no mpanifo ni mpo wo mu hu kwan ye wo so wo fa so mpo gigi sika e de fifiri wo motemamufo enchen na ne nyina no ama na kwakoye ohaw enti mpuntuo dwuma no enhyeda enkoso e wo mansiri kropon no emu enti ya befa so ama mensi kropon no assembly no etimi agigi sika na anam so ama Accra Metropolitan Assembly wo mo ne municipal assemblies ahodo e wo enkran na Afia United Nations Economic Commission for Africa UNICA wo mo aka bom wo mo de sa workshop na mienu ade ahye so a wo mo hwe kwan wo befa so wo metimi aboa ama economy no asan agina ne na so e wo biaye a won wo mo mpotamu Deputy Minister Designate on Finance wonmonyamfo John Kuma ekasa ya wo chese aban no enimpa sa COVID-19 no edokro no kire say ama yisikasem agye egu enunti ene onam Ghana Care Program Initiative ne so a wo hwe so obetimi ede aboa na sikasem so agina na so no
program my friend Ghana Care Sobatampa program no aban etwe sika kese be 100 billion Ghana cedis ye pese omampani pese o the revival the economy of Ghana enti as part of that no ye hwe mabunu no the focus on the youth any job creation no ye hwe $200 million yede be mama bunu ntitie na yede apeja omo adwumasem ama omo so eho ato omo se nim se covid no ekofom enti economy no so pick up enti ye hwekwan be fa so a omo adwuma ye no so no aban betima aboa omo na wode sika kakra ahye omo adwumam na omo so so dwetire na tima apeja akonenim
Abankra Chepani de ma Accra Metropolitan Assembly onmunyamfo Muhammad Ejesowa enso kasa ye efa wo ha hodo wa COVID-19 no e de ababeja wo mu dwumadi eso e wo enkramantem.
All assemblies in Ghana omo ye omo medium term development plan that will span from 2022 to 2025. So this particular report provides us an opportunity to align our interests and maybe our challenges in a medium-term development plan so that we budget for it. Fortunately, the Ministry of Finance, Omusu Omuye Obatampa Care Program, to provide support for local individuals and then Omuye Omu business. And that's why the Minister for Finance, Osmani Deputy Obahia, to give us the assurance that the Obatampa Care Program, it's meant for Ghana and Accra, which is badly hit by the pandemic COVID-19 now, so that we can revive it, and that's a very good news. So every assembly is supposed to look at that Obatampa Care as well, so that in your planning things you also aligned your activities to fit into that Obatampa Care. Your assembly, if you don't plan well, you will not be able to budget for it, and then you miss out all these things.
Awusa for me do free ho no me enko asante manteme na ubeka ya o mampani mahama ebaaye no obeye se eyi shoe factory ya wokumase aye dada ya na che se eyi agu a ne sa na agu kra e no obeye no obepeja no mani gina na so ye nim de akwakosie ne de na so mampani akufu adohwedi no se de bi obaaye won cha danya bibi chichu bia ma eye kumase efo nti we de kumase fo atede ne pa ya che se 1D 1F wo ma akwakosi food processing factory kakraka menoa wonoa o mampani na zi etu na every nkra hanu ma akwa wo mo bie ano chese factory kese wo mchemu a esi kwaso ya kwaso so wo ejuso municipality a wo chese we eye nkunimdie kese e ma Ghana o man isi kasem sase mabunu nya adwuma ya e no no so mampani oda obeda.
It is always a pleasure to be in the Ashanti region, and I'm glad to join you to commission the new factory of Premier Foods Limited, a company operating under government's One District, One Factory initiative. The establishment of this factory is a concrete manifestation that the new paradigm of economic development, which this administration is vigorously pursuing, of insisting on value addition industrial activities within a conducive and business-friendly environment, can make headway. This afternoon's ceremony is in fulfillment of the promise by government, in partnership with the private sector, to set up at least one medium to large-scale enterprise in every district of Ghana. Whilst previous attempts at rural economic revitalization in Ghana have focused mainly on the provision of physical infrastructural facilities, the One District, One Factory initiative focuses on the promotion of commercially viable business ventures to generate sustainable and accelerated economic development for rural communities. Additionally, 1D1F seeks to address the challenge of widespread poverty and underdevelopment among rural and peri-urban communities through the establishment of an institutional framework that will attract private sector investments in rural economic activities. Premium Foods is a classic example of the critical role agricultural production and value addition play in economic development of countries. The contribution of Premium Foods Limited highlights Ghanaian ingenuity, entrepreneurial spirit, as well as the fortitude to succeed no matter the challenge. I'm pleased to learn that this new factory is generating some 120 new jobs made up of technical and management professionals, and is creating thousands and thousands of indirect income earning opportunities for farmers and outgrowers along the value chain, mainly women and youth in all parts of the country. Government remains committed to supporting private sector operators like Premium Foods to become globally competitive and thereby take advantage of market integration frameworks such as the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, whose secretariat has been established and commissioned in Accra. To this end, government, as of December 2020, has granted import duty exemptions to 36 companies under the 1D1F program, amounting to some 435 million cedis. The main sectors that have benefited from the exemptions are agro-processing, ceramics manufacturing, hardware manufacturing, and vehicle assembly plants. Prospective companies desirous of establishing such ventures under the 1D1F initiative are assured of government's unwavering support, and I appeal to them to join hands with government in the journey to industrialize Mother Ghana and help create jobs for Ghanaian youth in all parts of the country. I commend also the proprietors and management of Premium Foods Limited, led by Mr. Tom Gambra, a seasoned Ghanaian entrepreneur, for spearheading the establishment of this state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. I'm confident the best days of Premium Foods Limited, and indeed of Mother Ghana, lie ahead. Accordingly, Nananom, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to declare the new factory of Premium Foods Limited duly commissioned.
we a factory kakraka o mampani akobia no e wo kwaso ye bompa ye say we de e be hwa so ne ma ne nkoseye ne nkoye te say o we de adane political factory there bi e factory NDC fo MPP fo bia benye mu adwuma ye say Ghana fo me nhwe factory ni yi na ntina ho afebo na Ghana fo ya nkopa adwuma enya enye ewo mu no ma no enko nanim yento akase bonso yeko efisem ne amenyoye ho sem so nim say bambo sem aba behia nanse pa sa nchichu amrobese a enipa bonfo mbo kro no etuo da so abehwe no edua kataban ne akoto ahye wesu abopo osi ni tio yakoto chese nanu ya adede nko de esi ye ni de nansa so na foforo so asia ka so akọ yi wutu breku honom na wo masan akwa akoto ahye ba akoso nyankopon ko a kwamo tutuo no ebo posifo no na we no so afọ ya won na wo hwe efisem ehun yera Ambrose there wo se no ho asem no ni posifo guso wo mo kapa na mom wonye tachiman de ansa nti tachiman ye to aba no o se basabasa ebi susi wo manipa bebre praye ama bi kra hwere wo mo nkwa wakọ eno wo makokasa no wo kasa no kasa obi antwa no komanto ne yam Ghana ye asumdwema Ghana ye wo bambo wojina naso na basabasa esi o NDC ni MPP ntem de wo mbehwa aka ne nyina nti ye nyina ye nya boche ma o ma Ghana enne mpanifo.
I believe we all recall with some pain the events of the election in Techimasa, which became rowdy and resulted in the death of 2 people and injury to a number of them. I believe different level of government officials, as they have acknowledged, have come to visit them. I'm now privileged to be the second term Minister for the Interior, and I came round. I've been monitoring the police, their investigations, naturally including this one. They are making progress. Some cases are easier, they lend themselves to solutions and resolutions better than others. This is one of them that there are a lot of people that the police are still pursuing to take statements. And so it also became important that I do follow the footsteps of those earlier government officials who had gone to commiserate with the bereaved families and also those who were injured. At a certain stage, the injured people were in hospital. Today, there's an improvement, they're outside the hospital. But they've all given statements and stated the degrees of their disabilities, as it were. I have seen the parents of the children who are dead, and understandably, they are really disturbed. The last lady I spoke to, in particular, had a very traumatic experience. As soon as the investigation is closed and anybody found culpable will be dealt with according to the law. So that is the reason why I came in today. Under this government, we've given some bulletproof jackets and bulletproof helmets. I've asked your regional commander, they have some, but it's just a few. So what we try to do is when we are going for operations, we try to let the lead put to be covered. But we're going to continue to bring them. So we expect that banks and other well-to-do institutions should contribute to this cause, to let us get this essential equipment that will make all of us feel better. Because government is not going to stop, it's going to continue to do, but we have so many things to do at once. Welfare of the police and other issues coming.
Yera Ambrose there ni so afọ hwe eye efisem ensem so na ochem se ombehwe se Ghana ho bambo ebeda edi a ombehwe ase fi robbery sie edi aba besi 2020 abato eye ikoye no eni techiman fo bi omho kan ya kochiache abusiafo enyina mame fa nko Yera Adam Bona wono so ye bambo mu nimdifo a wabene pa ene wo ochem se na nsen wo hwe bone esi te se kro no etuo da so ya Ghana hanke ehu ye se Ghana fo na enkoye de a anadwo wada no ma ba bewia we de awia kataban ne abeche nkrofo na ayi bank fo ka ne abo ayi post ni to pew de no esi ye ka so akwan so sa wo mo bo post ni ba bi ote no etu pew ni ti na ye ene wo free reinforcement on ba fa de nkofo eto wirem wo se sa ne ma na ekoto nya Ghana fo e wo bebi efre ye fa ni enko mpu dwumedie so anope e wa de chinso dwumedie ne oba pa ya akrama na twetwe nkomo a wo de no ba mu se enye Ghana fo enti ehwe bibi ye.
Crime pattern taking place at the moment in this country, it looks un-Ghanaian.
And Ghana.
It looks un-Ghanaian. So let's not blame it on Galamsey's. It could be part of it.
Okay.
You see, it could be part of it.
Okay.
But this crime pattern is a bit un-Ghanaian.
I would say
because a bit un-Ghanaian. The typical, even the Atayis were robbing people in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Atayis, the Combians were robbing people in the night.
And Najuna no.
But where I say we are. Yeah, but twash also now I hear the what them. Into media make can say it looks more un-Ghanaian because this looks like an infiltration. Mean can say Ghana for one count.
Okay.
But the attorney say the kingpins who share. I mean, I'm not trying to name any country, but who call YouTube, that's all Google crime levels in Nigeria. That's all share. That is where you see a whole community, not mass around the Akronfon area pa near Robubia. You can go and Google. So what I'm trying to say is
until your borders, you know, so you're very
exactly
because this one then more than police issue. They said now because so many other security agencies be collaborating. Police may not be on the border.
No, the
immigration for no border.
The American say the people my old Ghana obende want to mean to war. Trump crime to me and to war. Ombeba. It is on mobile. You need a very enthusiastic, you know, fit for purpose police. So that they make the place hotter for you as a professor of law because then make Ghana a hell for criminals.
Okay.
Maninya shi ema criminals no munyane.
Okay.
What's that? So I say having kwana
a crime
winia and the assassination maninya say ja and
Professor Jampo
the one in the US, professor of law.
Pokua sorry
Azar. Thank you. Why ye small post to be say and the ma you can't say Ghana ha criminals no Ghana nye say ja emamo let it be hell for them.
Obambo hu se mu na mo mama nka also gu so here live e wo UTV e prem to be ka se bo this way chocolate drink dey ohia any institution special ice mineral water daroma ene dey ka se bo nyina emu nsem bro ye gu so Obambo hu se mu ahwe mra cha bedwani ogomo is about 1% so akwa akostra post ni a na anu adede mpo yi a je se enipa bonfo amrobes a wo mbo krono etioda so ekum post ni no che se wo makwa wakoche abusuafo no ka se na ho papa sa se mu esi oba atan oba ne den ne bai ade mu adwuma kra ni kakra wanya adwuma ma oba hwafe de no so akwakosie no se wosre pa wosra ban sade we wonfa na sehia no wonfa na ninsi so ntwe se sa nipa bonfo e be kyewo mo no man emra ene wo modi na fe ban bon so emba din e wo man yi wo
Mrese bedwani ene nsentwerefo kasa na odi tudwa se ebe ya aban embo no ho so na eniema ehia posifo ama wondwumadi akọjojo abroni fan logistics no wode ebema won se ne ebe ya na wondwumadi police visibility no ebe koyie na wo hyene manfo bo se waye mrese bedwani ede ama won no de wobebo won homoden na ne constituency honom no de asumdwie aba honom wobebo no homoden na eniema posifo woni mpesuwa so ehia no wobema won saka na asumdwie atimi adi ahim ewo ho
medi asamia bayechi ebusuanu wa hwirade ehwe papa na abofra no ye just 26 years June nimpo no obenyim obi nyim ne mfedodo anyameda ama na ye yinefo and when this thing continue not them no be in dechira na chedo obi abemrobo so I would do my best as an honorable member of parliament for this constituency Gomo East bedia samye chia hwede police have done the right thing more importantly or your police in the weapon into I didn't also offer police for no, but as something for police for one, I am one action I would do no, quite different from any other civilian. And I trust with this day police will do work. Na baby anko funish biano, yensa come.
Root Abuajewa Arthur ono ene nuaba edima post ne wako ne krechi constable Emmanuel Osei odi tudwa se abusuane de wo hia hwe emfa free aban anase police adwumaku no na emum wo hia pepereye edima ni nua wasore dware ase police atade so kosom ne mai Ghana wansam ba fie biem
Ghana prince omo ya ade de omo do omo ya ade to be honest with you omo ya ade into yesterday say omo let us say we want justice because he died on the line of duty. Yes, on them hokeke, and I say, Okoye Juma, I'm on mine, and I'm over so I swear and oath say, O mo and Kwamu, obey Juma, until or accept your son or come. Until you ever say, justice penna,
Central Regional Deputy Youth Organizer Edma ND Samonyokuno, only Mr. Bright Boche, or no so Casano did to just say,
yes, from Casapa, Sawasha.
By 3-4 days here, the regional leadership of the youth wing, Central Region NDC, Yendai, because I have most of the times, Pokua Pogba says, when it is creative work now, especially police service and others. And to be said by a person or man war, this diverse Ebasana, Yasama, Bebuno, in fact, Yabasha for Yanni, member of Parliament for Gomoa East, Yabasha for Yaraho, na Yakoshe, youth in young concern. Nyemasen, it tried to say. So mining security in a woman, a rise here, these things will happen. So yeah, Bompay, the neighbors of Nabakasa, a year youth because the agent of 4 within the youth domain, that is 26 years, and for that matter, Yetibiano, Yahubashim, the best supported Bushiano 1 week and so, he announced in Sawaso, and my Yapano Krabia Fata. And him says, I do see IGP, Butumano.
Abusiafo asemwe ama chese yawo ne awerho aka Ghana fo ehun so abo ebinim esan bambo hu semo a sesi akoye bibia ho no ma chese posini na busiafo nso egugem so se de IG ene aban panifo aka no wom guso bo Ghana fo ho ban nti entwe akoma ento ye made mu ye ni ba bia akoye Ghana ya ene ye wo etia nti ye befa ne sa ne abo mpa ye ne ahye panifo no egine no ma hwe ne ma eye abusiafo ye dane ye ho aba ye ba ye de agudie hu sem ebebra romo yedro aye krado kra ne team so folk phobia abonkele team ene no obi atag me ayi house for nyum a rose am so mfama sem so wonko na yen kotoko the fabulous boys they are good fabue 27th e be hyam ama benadom bote na we are pension won be kan bia benadom bote so house be hye kotoko me hwe dom bote be hye kotoko na yen hwe bibi ukuma pema apembeba ukuma pema apembeba ye ba sesi a Romeo Oduro ene na bonkele team house of folk ba all the sports e be bre sesi a busia ba sesi a